Alrighty, what is up, Fit Fam? Coach Johnny here with a little lacrosse ball video, SMR or self myofascial release, very similar to the foam roller that you typically see inside of the studio, but we all got these little things, so let's use them. They're really good for getting into nooks and crannies that a foam roller usually can't. Foam roller is usually like a shotgun blast, large area, surface area. This is more of a sniper. This can get really deep into your specific areas that you want. And yeah, let's get right into it. I'm gonna cover about 5 positions here. We're gonna go over the chest, upper back, lower back, glutes, and the quads. So let's get right into it. At any point, if you feel like this is too intense, you can always put it in a sock, and it still should roll around, or you can throw a sweatshirt on or some sweats. Any sort of space or clothing you can put between you and the lacrosse ball, it's gonna help provide some cushion so it's not as intense. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the chest. We're gonna place the lacrosse ball about 2 inches below the clavicle. So we're gonna lay into this push-up position here. I'm gonna take my right side hand, put it palm up on my back, and then I'm gonna place the ball right here. And I'm just gonna find a nice sensitive spot, kind of go side to side here. I usually like to face away from the side that I'm working, and then I'll even put weight onto it. So I'll push it through my feet, try and breathe into it, find a spot, kind of roll side to side, just like so. Okay. So if you're not feeling any sensitivity or it feels fine, it feels like someone's just pushing on you, then you can just move forward. But once you find a spot that doesn't feel very good, not necessarily pain, you might want to back off and put less pressure if there's pain. But if you feel like, ooh, that feels like a massage, like there's something in there, then that's when you want to go hold that position for at least 30 seconds, longer the better in my opinion, up to 3 minutes. But again, if you don't have a lot of time, 30 seconds, 45 seconds is enough to cause some change and break up the fascia in there. Okay, so let's move forward. Our next exercise, or stretch really, is gonna be the upper back. So the upper back, we're gonna try and place the ball in between the spine and the shoulder blade. Anywhere really around the shoulder blade area is gonna be a good spot, but I think we're gonna find a lot more knots and some sensitivity in that area. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna lay back down, place the ball in that area, and when we're starting out, let's go over here a little bit so you guys can see. When we're starting out, I would leave the hips on the ground and kind of just feel around for it. Once you feel a spot, because right now I'm feeling a bunch of bumps, and those are all great spots for me to hit. Okay, wow, that's a good one. I'm gonna relax my head, just breathe into it. Try and relax. None of this works if you're not relaxed. So try and take deep breaths, calm down. It's like a yoga stretching session, okay? So we're breathing here, and what we can do is we can use those elbows on our sides, lift up the hips, breathe into it, relax. Now we're gonna bring the hand up. We're gonna go back, get a stretch, come forward, come down, come up, go out. Ooh, yeah, that feels good. So just play around with it. You hold this position for 30 seconds. Do some different things with your arm to help move that around. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You can kind of just hold here, breathe. Once it kind of sinks in deeper, you feel a release, then you can move forward. Maybe you want to place it above the shoulder. So right here is like the upper traps. A lot of us are working on computers, dealing with kids. We kind of hold our tension up here, so it might be a good idea to hold it right where you have tension. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Put that right where I'm feeling it. I'm gonna go ahead and get up. Ooh, that's good. You're gonna feel it. I might even roll towards the ball to put more pressure on here if I need it. Raise those hips higher. Breathe. Kind of roll around. Find the spots. Ooh, right there. And then start breathing, start your timer. Maybe you have music going on. Just try and let it settle in there. Again, typically until you feel the release, until it gets deeper, or until you get tired of that position, you want to move forward. So After the upper back, let's go into lower back. So a lot of these, we're gonna be laying down on the ground. So you might want a mat somewhere soft. Carpet would be preferred, hardwood might be tough. So lower back, we're gonna go right next to the spine, your erector spinae, these little 2 rods that go down the sides of your spine. We're gonna put it on there. And here we're gonna keep the hips up, and again, elbows on the sides. And just kind of breathe, let your body weight slowly go into it. You might be able to go side to side a little bit. You can see I'm doing it right now. It's not a whole lot of movement here, but again, it's gonna target that lower back pain, lower back tension. Especially if you're sitting a lot, it's not gonna, this is gonna get upset, so breathe into it, relax. Once you're done, go ahead and move forward into a different position. Work your way up the spine, and so on. Please do both sides as well. Don't just do one side, unless, again, you are limited on time and you want to get that spot that hurts. Okay. Last but not least, we're going to go into the glutes. No, we have 2 more, glutes and quads. So with the glutes, we have 2 options. We can get the maximus by getting in this C position here. So I'm going to sit up like so, almost like in a crab walk. And I'm just going to roll side to side here. It's important, you always want to go in the direction of the muscle fibers. So here we're going to go side to side, almost where your sitting bones are when you sit down. And you can always work up towards the belt line. That's eventually where we're going to go in the next stretch. And you want to go to the edge of the hip, almost towards the side where your pocket would be. And the higher and more corner you get that, the better. So you might feel clicking, you might feel popping, a bunch of different sensations here. I wouldn't worry about it. As long as you're on the muscle, you are safe, you're good to go. Don't be hitting the muscles, okay? So if you want, if this is not intense enough, you can always throw that leg up, like so, and that's gonna get a nice stretch. And breathe into it, relax. In the beginning, it might not feel too much, but you'll get there. Let it sink in, let it breathe, and you'll get there. All right, last stretch, we're hitting the quads. We do a lot of quads, a lot of jumping, a lot of squats, and those quads get tired. So we wanna get into this 90-90 position where this knee is flat and this leg is just kind of behind it, like so. Okay. But main priorities, this is here. You can put this up if you'd like, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna put that right above the knee on the outer side of our thigh. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna apply pressure downward, keeping a tall chest, good posture, right? And apply pressure, breathe into it, relax. Again, you're gonna hear me say that a lot, I'm sorry. And then pull it back a little bit higher. Same thing. You might find that towards the center of your femur or your thigh that the muscle is really tired. Not tired, tight. And you can move up higher. Ooh, press down. Ooh, that one's tough. So you'll find a spot that hurts for you, that's where you need to focus. We're all different, we all use our muscles differently. And just take your time. I really encourage you to explore your body. You can do different body parts. I'll do a different video on the wall that we can do. But those are the main areas I think that'll be very effective, is the back, especially the upper shoulder, because we are tense all the time. The quads, be careful with the quads, and the glutes, lower back. There you have it. Take your time. Again, wear a sweater, wear some sweats, wrap this in a sock if you need to, and have fun with it. Take your time. There you go. Have a great one. I'll see you guys soon, and hopefully we can step up our recovery game together. Take care.